Hey Aries, this is your May 2019 intuitive message from Spirit horoscope, followed by some tarot cards. So Aries, let's jump right to it. If you stick around to the end, I have an announcement for a new membership club, and I have an announcement for some free reads on Wednesday. So stick around to the end if you want to hear the details on those. Let's just get straight to the message. Aries, it's hard to let go. It is hard to let go. A routine, a pattern, a habit, and now it's gone. And it's not even fully gone from your choice, which can sometimes make it harder. We want you to avoid the space of, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? If I say this, then maybe they'll do this. We want to get you out of that type of thinking and get into do a little bit more of the internal work. Get into the introspective, I did do XYZ, which was a little unfair. I wish I had this growth sooner. The sooner, wherever you're at, Aries, the sooner you can get to the epiphany, the mental awareness of, I wish I had known this sooner. It would have saved XYZ. It would have worked out differently. Then you'll at least be on the journey to recognize that that's why the person, the place, the situation was put into your life, for you to learn that lesson. That might be a hard pill for many of you to swallow this month. Because for many of you, it is over. It's not coming back. How quickly can you allow yourself to forgive yourself? Can you allow yourself to have the personal growth? The person, the place, the situation, the event was there to act as a catalyst for your growth. Are you going to allow that growth to happen or not? Some of you will stay in blame. Some of you will stay in deflection. It was them. It was them. I only did this because they did XYZ. Some of you will have the awareness and try to apologize. Sometimes the other person will come back around. Sometimes they won't. But it's how quickly can you go to, dang, I wish I had this awareness earlier, and be in a place of, I'm glad I met them now at this stage in my life so that I learned this lesson now versus 10 years from now, 20 years from now. At least I learned this lesson now. And do the person, the situation, the place, the event, do the honor by learning that lesson and incorporating in the healthier behavior, the healthier habits. Incorporate it in as the new you, a new way to be you, a new way to act, a new way to speak, a new way to forgive, a new way to ask for help, whatever it is that you learned. Honor that event, that person, that place by incorporating it in and never repeating it. That is the best advice that we can give you. Our goal is to pull you out of the mind games, the what if game. People can stay downward spiraled, stuck in that web for years. Get out of that web and go into, I'm disappointed it's no longer in my life. It hurts to think that I contributed to it leaving my life. I wish it was still in my life. That's far better than blaming. That's far better than staying in anger. That's far better than playing the what if game. And then just allow yourself to, well, I'm never repeating that mistake again. I'm now doing it this way. That's what's going to help you accelerate your growth so that you get back into enjoyment, so that you get back to growing your business, so that you get back to XYZ. Honor the value that they provided to your life. We'll give you an example with Kelly. She was at a place, after working there for 2 years, she didn't realize the perks that she had, the lunch that work catered in, and it was healthy lunch catered in as well every day, and it even turned out to be breakfast. The bosses would always take the benefit of the doubt. The bosses would always ask, do you have an opinion on this? She kind of, we don't say took it for granted, but it became part of her new default norm that when she left that place and went to a new place and they catered in pizza every day, she went, Wait a second. Where's the organic blah, 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 blah? That perk. That person has a perk. The person, the place, the situation added a perk and nicety to your life. How else can you get that in your life? And you don't need to know the answer to that. It's about knowing that it can come in new ways now. The more that you go through the growth that we just guided you through, the value that that person provided to you will come in new ways to you in the future. Sometimes what happens, we always deliver to you what you want in the shortest, easiest, smoothest way. If you pass on the first way, we are always working behind the scenes to get it to you in other ways. Sometimes can we deliver your ask, an answer to your prayer with one person? Yes. If that option goes away, do we then sometimes then have to deliver it with three people? Yes. But it's about trusting that that will happen in time when you're healed and you are ready for your next growth. Be at a place of being okay with, I'm licking my wounds. I'm tending to my emotions. I'm processing everything that happens. Sometimes Kelly will do that when something big happens. She won't jump to action right away because she knows that emotions will shift over time. So she will respond with, I'm still in a place of kind of contemplating and processing what's past. I want a couple weeks before I make my next big move. Be at that place, Aries. And with that, we invite Kelly to pull a three. Oh, two cards with a third clarifying card and then her usual spread. Ooh, that's a good one, Aries. Who's on? Say hello. 8 of you are just being shy. Let's see if I can get the lighting a little bit better for you guys. Is that lighting better or worse? Oh, there we go. That lighting's better. All right, so I'm going to just get a quick shuffle of the cards, and then we'll get the 2-card spread Spirit wanted you to have with a third clarifying card. Comment below, guys. Let me know, like, what happened? What person, place, or situation was just there for you to learn something major? Hey, Sarah Farrar. Hey, Farah. Hey, Axis. You are married to an Aries. Uh-oh. Looks like Aries might have something to apologize to you for based on the reading so far from Spirit. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Aries, it's time for you to, you got the Fool card upright followed by the 5 of Water reversed. And so this is the one when it's upright, it's things didn't happen as you would have liked. It's reversed though, with the Fool card in front of it. You have to take the new step now. You have to start the new journey now. Maybe it's that situation where your family had been asking you for, hey, go see a psychologist, go see a therapist, and then something blew up really big. Instead of staying stuck in the past, instead of staying stuck and crying over the spilled milk, because when it's reversed, it's like, this is utter disappointment. This is when you're staying stuck and you're trying to go back to get things back to the way they were. You got to be willing to take the new journey. When you're willing to take the new journey, that's when the 10 of Water upright will fix that 5 of Water reversed. So you got to be willing to do the new communication. You got to be willing to take the new step. It's definitely time for you to take a new step in how you approach life. And so I'm not getting that it's a lot of action because it's followed by 2 water suits, 2 emotional suits. There's not a lot of big action you got to take, like move, apply for the job, like that type of a thing. It's really more a new way to show love. So if you guys need books to read, there's a great book. You're probably not going to like the title. Nonviolent communication, it breaks down communication step by step and gives you a lot of examples of different ways to communicate things. There's a book on my website. Just go to kellylunt.com and do the must-have goodies. If you buy the Difficult Conversations, that book helps with that. Byron Katie has a lot of books on love. You definitely need to go through a new journey of how you approach love and relationships, because you got the 5 of Water reversed and the 10 of Water upright. So it's a new journey for how you approach love, guys. I'm trying to think of some. You may like reading The Five Love Languages. Ooh, that's a really good book, guys. The Five Love Languages is a really good book. I want to give you as many books as I can because I know what it feels like to be in that situation. You don't want to stay there that long. So that's a good book. Another, let's see, something else that you could do. Five Love Languages is a really good one to read. Um, You might like the book The Four Agreements as well. It teaches you about not taking anything personal and being impeccable with your words. I think that's enough books to get you guys started. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at your soul level lesson, your human level lesson, why it's all coming up for you. We're gonna go on to the past, present, future, and then we're gonna take a look for my business owners and for love. So for now, without further ado, let us take a look at your soul level lesson. Wow, this is your soul level lesson is to move on. Your soul level lesson is about really deciphering when something is worth your time or energy. It's your soul, like you're looking for more meaning out of life. And sometimes that means you got to let go. You either got to let go of a person, you got to let go of a job. Sometimes you have to let go of the old way of doing things. And I'm going to give you a very extreme example right now, Aries. A lot of people who have like body dysmorphia, um, people just have a very negative self-image. They go, "Oh no, I think I'm ugly. No, I just have the way my brain works is that I just see myself as ugly." Most often other people respond with, "But you're so beautiful." The way you go about getting your need met for love and connection, positive reinforcement from others, is in a way that doesn't feel good. Are you ready to take a shift in life to get your need for your beautiful in a positively uplifting way? From wearing something adorning your body, from smiling, just let a lot of people go coming up to you and say, "Your smile's really beautiful." Well, thank you. Instead of, "But I feel so bad about my body." And then they, "No, but you're so beautiful." And they hug you. You gotta be willing to make that kind of a shift. Getting your emotional needs met in a new way instead of, maybe overreacting, instead of yelling, instead of putting the other person down, instead of making sure that you have one up on the other person. Are you willing to view love as two people coming together who both have needs and both need to get met? Are you willing to allow love? Your soul is just, are you willing to allow love to be met in a more positively uplifting, nourishing way? And there's no right or wrong, guys. There is no right or wrong. Your soul is just looking for like a deeper meaning to life in the love area, in the relationship area of your life. It doesn't always mean love like a lover. It can mean your communication with coworkers, with friends, relationships in general. So your soul is literally, you've got to learn when to give up an old way of getting things done. Your human level lesson is to essentially have hope and don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, guys. Don't beat yourself up for how you used to be in the past. That is honestly wasted energy. And I know I'm trying to think of an example. If you were the angry guy that was always yelling or like always threatening people, or angry woman, whichever way it might go gender wise, when you have that epiphany awareness of, "Oh my god, they were just trying to be nice to me and I yelled at them," have the epiphany, have the awareness, move on from that though to, "Oh my god," remember what Spirit said in the beginning? Honor them by never doing that again. Honor them by taking the new leap in life. The quicker you can get to, "Well, I am never doing that again. I'm sending that past person love. I'm sending that past person like forgiveness. I forgive me. I forgive them. I forgive the situation." You got to go in the new direction, Aries. Because yes, whoever the person, place, or situation was in your life, it was definitely a soul level lesson for you. You got the Lover's card here. This is those karmic connections. There's a lot of people like to call it karmic connections. A lot of people like to call it, I'm trying to remember the name of it, and like my spiritual woo-woo people. Psychic lessons? No. Psychic bonds? Karmic bonds? Soul contracts. You had a soul contract with a person. In law of attraction terms, you had a huge life lesson to learn from this person. Huge life lesson to learn from this person, place, or situation. You've got to take the lesson and move on with it. For some of you, the person's not coming back into your life. For some of you, the job isn't going to bring you back. For some of you, they will. Don't beat yourself up. Know when to leave a habit in the past. Know when to welcome in new ways to getting emotional things done. You got to find a little bit of peace of whatever happened in the situation, you guys. Just get rid of them, Nancy. You can throw them in the trash. You can donate them to the Goodwill. Do whatever you want. There's nothing bad will happen to you if you just get rid of them. Okay, past. The question was, I have tarot cards. I want to know how I should get rid of them. You can just get rid of them. You can give them to a friend. You can donate them. You can toss them in the trash. I've tossed oracle cards. I'm like, these don't resonate with me. I'm unfortunately catching a plane in like 20 minutes. I tossed them in the trash. Sometimes I left them on top of a trash can in a public area. Okay, guys, so whatever happened in the past, it does look like there was some disappointment in your past. It looks like something that you thought was going to be smooth sailing, something that you thought was like all green lights, go ahead, like didn't happen. Something that you thought was a sure thing didn't happen. And that sucks. It looks like, okay, it does look like you have a little bit of healing. You're starting to feel better about it. You're kind of starting to. This can be a little bit of the overconfident queen. The little bit of serves them right. It should be that way. So it kind of looks like you had a little bit of a combo, but didn't turn out how you would have thought. And there might, for some of you, you're either healing and moving on from it, forgiving, loving, and taking the new step. For some of you, it can also be the, well, they deserved it. Well, they need to be the one to call back and apologize to me. They should be the ones kissing my butt, you know? So some of you are definitely in the phase of trying to justify why you acted the way you acted. And it does look like going into so whatever happened is definitely on your mind, Aries, because you got when it's upright, this is definitely the card of, wait, let me see. Oh, it's the Nine of Fire, Nine of Swords. When it's upright, it's kind of the card where you're in your mind a lot. It's kind of the card where you're doubting yourself. It's reversed. You're going to be kind of up and down emotionally about whatever didn't turn out how you thought it would this whole month. Go with the ride. Just go with the emotional ride. Know that your emotions don't own you. Emotions are passing, fleeting things. Just go to, I feel sad. I feel disappointed. Put a label to how you feel and state it with, I feel. Because when you state, I'm sad, that becomes your identity. If you say, I feel sad, it becomes a fleeting emotion that can pass. I feel sad. Of course, I feel sad right now. It's okay to feel sad right now. I feel angry the other person hasn't come back. I feel angry the other person hasn't apologized. I feel angry that I feel justified in what I did. I feel. Just switch to I feel statement so that this month is a little bit more emotionally stable for you guys this month. Okay, I gotta pull you guys more cards on that because that's like a huge one. Spirit, give me 3 cards just for advice for Aries, just for general advice for them to how to navigate through this kind of a huge brutal lesson. And I remember this lesson, guys. I remember working at that company that Spirit gave you the example of, and I was really good friends with one of the owners. He came with a lot of perks. You know, he knew a lot of people. He was definitely from a different social class than I was, social economic class than me. And when he left, I lost access to a lot of the leading edge technology stuff in my head. But you know what? When he was my friend, I just like took it for granted. I didn't, show him respect. I just kind of treated him like, oh, you're no big deal. That was a hard pill to swallow. That was like a huge dip. Yeah, look. Okay. I mean, you got the Chariot, the 6 of Water upright, the 3 of Air upright. 3 of Air is like the heartbreak card. Take the time to heal, lick your wounds. 6 of Water is you're definitely thinking about something from the past. It's obviously like reminiscing. You're either reminiscing in a bad way, that person's messed up, or you're reminiscing in a way of like, well, dang, I didn't expect it to end this way. So it's kind of like you have to go through the ups and downs of the emotions because, I mean, you got the Lover's card. It is a soul level lesson for you, and those can feel very tumultuous. So Spirit's advice for you is go through the healing, go through the emotions of it. So guys, I would just encourage you then every day just to take out a notepad, take a couple breaths, just kind of center your energy. And then after like 3 breaths, just ask yourself, how do I feel? Let the first 3 words come up and then just journal on them. I feel sad. And then journal it, like get it all out. And you guys can definitely access your right and your left side of the brain, the emotion and the logical side of the brain. You can like just tap your left and right shoulder, just 10 times each side. Tap your legs 10 times each side. If you do this one, you got to do this one absolutely right. You have to keep your head straight forward. You put your eyes at eye level and you move your eyes back and forth. So do you see how it's just my eyes moving right now? There is none of this. You do not want to move your head. It won't activate both sides of your brain. You can't do this. You can't move your head. Your head has to stay straight and you have to just follow it side to side. Activate both sides of your brain and then do the journaling. You got to process the emotions this month, guys. Okay, so this is business. Wow, guys. Business is not going the way that you thought it would have. It's not going, you're definitely having, it's either conflict with others or it's internal conflict with your business, with followed by the page of air. So this is already like immature communication, in and out communication, followed by the 10 of fire, guys. So for my business owners, money read people, you got to let go of the conflict of your business. You got to let go of you either got to let go of viewing work as work. You got to let go of, I know a lot of other spiritual entrepreneurs out there are like, oh, this is so draining. This is so draining. Guys, it is not draining. It is not draining. This should be nourishing you and positively uplifting you. If it's draining you, it's because you have a belief system that work should be hard, that work, you should come home exhausted from work. This does not drain you. Can it tap you out? And everyone has I can do this for an hour, I could do this for 3 hours. Is there a limit that everyone has? Absolutely. But if it's draining you, you got to approach business in a whole new way. You got the ending card, man. You have to approach business in a whole new way because right now it feels like struggle. You're either having fights with someone, you're having fights with yourself about business. You might be having fights with a business partner, communications immature. You have got to approach business in a whole new way. You have to rewrite that belief system. Maybe work doesn't have to be as hard as I thought it was. Maybe work, I have the easy button ride right now. I'm on the journey of becoming okay with that. I'm starting to become okay with allowing work to be easy. You guys have got to you got to approach business in a whole new spirit. You got to give me some advice cards for that. Geez, that's like a whammy. That's like a approach your business in a totally different way. We need some more on that. Well, all right. Their advice is actually just pretty cut and dry here, guys. It's you got to quit viewing your work and your business and how you earn money. Like you just have to deadpan stop viewing it the way you've been viewing it. Do a practice of, if I was starting all over right now, this is how I'd feel. If I were waving the magical emotional reset, the magical emotional vibrational reset and button right now, from this moment forward, if I could start all over again, work would feel this way to me. This is how I'd feel at the end of the day. This is how I'd feel when I'd receive money. This is how I'd feel. Just Cinderella's fairy godmother came down and is starting the reset button for me. And if I could have it all my way, if I were to start over again, this is what it would look like. Just do that journaling practice too. Because it definitely looks like for some of you, the conflict with the person, you got the 2 of cups upright. So whoever's having conflict with another person, it does look like there's a chance for some of you that it's going to start turning in a positive direction. No matter what though, if you allow yourself to have that moment where you just view work differently, if I were to start all over from work, here's what it would look like, here's how it would be, here's the hours I would work, here's how I would feel doing it, here's who I would have in my life. Here's the type of help that I would have in my life. You got the King of Earth as the outcome card. Oh, Spirit wants to come through. Because Aries, point blank, it is time for you to view it in a new way. We've been trying to give you subtle nudges, subtle hints, subtle lessons of growth. You've been ignoring them. You need to stop. You need to stop viewing it as conflict. You need to stop viewing it as it should be hard. You need to stop blaming others. You absolutely, Aries, need to stop thinking that other people owe you. They should be doing it this way. They should be acting this way. They should word it this way to me. Well, they should be. You have got to stop that. That is only going to keep digging you into a more downward spiral if you keep doing it. If I could have it all my way, I would feel this way. Instead of they must treat me this way, they must act this way, they must say it this way. If I could how would you feel if they did those? Would you feel honored? Would you feel respected? Would you feel prestige? Would you feel significance? Would you feel like a leader? If I were to restart my business, if I could go back in time, I would feel like a leader. I would feel respected. I know that I would feel like I have a significance right now. I would feel like I'm positively contributing to other people's lives. Do you see the black and white view of that? We want to get you over to the positive. You have to make that complete 180 change now. Stop dragging this lesson on. Damn, I have never heard spirit just come in and smack down the spiritual smackdown that hard. Whew. Comment below, Aries. You've got to let me know what's going on. That whew. Whew, Aries, whew. All right, let's go back onto your love. Looks like y'all are having a huge growth lesson month for you guys. Okay, wow. In terms of love, you guys are clearly rewriting a belief system. Some of you call it law of attraction followers call it belief system. Spiritual people call it subconscious mind, shadow work. Psychology people call it a limiting belief that you're rewriting. You are completely rewriting how you view the world right now. So for your love, though, you got the 5 of air reversed. You got followed by the 6 of fire upright, followed by the Queen of Earth reversed. This is literally an up and down month for you. And it kind of goes back to sometimes you feel justified in the way you acted. Sometimes you're like, even though I think and know I was right, why don't I have the lover? It's kind of like, that guy who might be a little arrogant or that guy who's a little pushing his way too much and like, no, we have to do this. We have to do this. And then when the girl leaves him or the other guy leaves him, whichever way, you might feel right. You might feel justified. You might feel in the right, but you don't have what you wanted. Love is not about winning. Love is not about right or wrong. If you had a good relationship and the relationship ended, but you feel right and justified, you got to wake up and realize that you did something wrong, Aries, because you made an unwise choice, you made an unwise choice. It's reversed. So that means you're ignoring your lesson. You're not seeing the lesson. Instead, you're switching over to feeling smug, to feeling justified, to feeling, nope, I'm in the right. But you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get the relationship. You didn't get you got to turn this card upside down and realize, oh, smacks, I contributed. Oh, smacks, I did something wrong. Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck in this cycle of, I know I was right. I'm better off by myself. And then you're going to be lonely. Fuck, this is a brutal message for Aries, man. Kind of like, this kind of reminds me of that movie. It had Jennifer Aniston in it and that comedy guy. That comedy guy who it's not Matthew McConaughey. He had the darker brown hair. And what it was is that he was a very like comedic type guy. And she was just trying to do like her Martha Stewart thing, like, hey babe, when you go to the grocery store, will you pick up 6 lemons? She wrote it on the list. He came back with 1. And she went, babe, we have an hour before they get here. And he was just busy playing his game. Like, these are your friends. I'm entertaining them. Can you go back and get the other 5 lemons for me? And he went, what do you need the lemons for? I got your lemon. And he went back to playing his game. He was like, babe, I don't feel heard. Babe, hello, can you help? This is our event that we're doing with friends later today. And he was like, babe, I gave you all the food. You're the cook. I'm doing this. She's like, no, you didn't get me the lemons. And obviously there was a buildup to this point. If you watch the movie, which I can't think of the name of it right now. It did have Jennifer Aniston in it though. Let me look up, I'm not gonna look up the movie. She was like, no, It's for the centerpiece. And it's a centerpiece. We don't need that. We just want good food. Your food is good. He went back to playing. And she was like, babe, it matters to me. It matters to me. I wrote the list. You said you would get it all. You have enough time to go get it. Would you just go get it? And he, no, but and he joked it off and did a joke about it. You're just trying to be Martha Stewart and you're not. You need to lower your standards a little bit. He was such in a dead fast, like chariot type way that it just completely dismissed her. It dismissed her emotions. It dismissed her needs. It dismissed her wants. It dismissed the value of what she valued out of the experience. And for her, it was a pretty centerpiece. It was completely dismissing her needs, her wants, her and how she felt. They ended up breaking up. And after it was a 2-year relationship, he was pining after it. And his friends just looked at him and said, look, she never had a chance. She never had a chance with you. You were so dead fast, and this is the way that life should be. This is the definition of happiness, that no one would have had a chance with you to be happy if it didn't meet your exact definition of it. Guys, you're going through that. Let me look up the movie for you because you guys might like to. You guys really might like to watch the movie. It'll give you a really good view with it. Oh my God, she's done a lot of The Breakup. It's called The Breakup. That one's it. You guys are going through a lot. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, y'all. I just want to let you know that I need to hear all this. You were so gifted. The spirits who are guiding you help bring so much clarity to the situation. These months have been so tough. Oh, Danielle, I hope you get your epiphany moment and that you realize love can be in a positively uplifting way, guys. Okay, so next we got to do spiritual growth. Oh, wow. Damn, Aries, you're just getting a freaking whammy this month. Okay. Hangman, upright. Even your spiritual growth lesson is about you have to learn how to view things in a different way. You got to go back and do that healing. You guys may like the inner child meditation on my website. Type in how to be confident inner child, Kelly Lunt. The meditation will come up. It's free on there. You've got to learn how to view life. You've got to learn how to view your business. You've got to learn how to view love and relationships in an entirely new way. Because then look it out. You got the death card revert. Like if you don't, you have got to learn how to view it in a different way. Because if you don't do it, you are going to get stuck in this loop of, why do I always attract the narcissist? Why do people just always leave my life? I always get abandoned. I always attract emotionally unavailable men. You're going to stay in that loop unless you do your own inner work to have that perspective shift. So it looks like right now, because this card is reversed, you are kind of caught in that loop. I mean, go back and listen to the love section of this. This is like the moving on card in a painful kind of way. You got to get out of this loop so you can get to that. I mean, Aries, I think I'm just going to title this, You Were in the Wrong. Suck it up, princess. I wish I titled that. Aries, you were in the wrong. Suck it up, princess. Wow. Well, good. I hope some of those book suggestions help you guys. If you want my help with it, here is my announcements for all the ways you can work with me. This Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be live with Bobby G doing some free mini reads. The first hour, we're going to do it free. The second hour, we're going to switch over to $30 questions. You ask the questions. Both of us will answer it for you. So, because some people just like to, no, I want my answer. I want it guaranteed. When you come to the free section, we let spirit decide who gets the message. We just want to be there for everyone at every financial lesson, or at every financial means of ability. So the first hour is free. The second hour is going to be $30 question reads. So you can come join for that. And I also just launched my membership program, which I'm so happy about. This month is a soft launch. Because my goal in June is to have 100 hours of content in there for spirit from you. This month I have about 15 hours in there right now, and I'll be adding more 2-3 times a week to it. So if you enter early bird, you're going to get the first month for $1. There's 2 levels, 2 choices. There's a do-it-yourself gal. You want access to the content and the material, and you're going to do it on your own time. And there's going to be every topic in the High Vibe Club: love, relationships, no dates to getting married, fighting with your husband, people who are starting entrepreneurship. Someone was processing the guilt of a 2-year-old passing away, their daughter passing away. So there's going to be every topic in there. There's going to be new content added weekly. You guys will also be able to submit questions for me on topics that you want spirit to channel on, and I will add that. Some of it will be exclusive for the group. Some of it will be what guides the content on the YouTube channel. So if you want to be kind of part of the club, part of the leading edge of creation of this, part of what's expanding humanity forward, this club is for you. If you want to just make sure you're moving forward in the positive direction in life, in a positive, uplifting way so that you continuously move forward, not stay stuck like this, Aries, join the club. That one's going to be $12.99 per month. No matter what, though, for you guys, if you join this month because of soft launch part, I'm going to give you access to the live workshop. There's a do-it-yourself gal, and then there's a person who wants a little bit more interaction with spirit. You guys get all of that plus a live workshop every single month. It's going to be very interactive because it's a live video call. No matter what, if you're in the do-it-yourself program, though, you get access to the recordings of the workshop. That one, so this one's gift is you get to be part of the workshop. This gift, it's $99 a month. If you join for this month, it's $1 a month. And this is a completely month-to-month membership program. You can come in for as long as you want, stay as long as you'd like. You can downgrade or upgrade any and every month that you want. I like complete flexibility. So if you guys want that, I put the link there and I put just enter early bird to get the $99 down to $1. And the workshop's going to be May 25th. So you guys might as well at least join the first month. It's $1. All right. Love you guys. Mwah.